What's going on, everyone? Today is a very important day for me. It is the day I go and take my real estate exam. I've been studying for months and it's all culminated to today. So I'm headed down to Las Palmas, California right now. It'll take me about an hour to get there. I'm going to take you with me. Let's go. All right, we made it. I can't believe it. It's 11:42. We made good time. It took me about 45 minutes to make it. I'm here early. Test doesn't start till 1 o'clock, 11:42. You are supposed to get there 30 minutes early. So test will, I guess, be in there at 12:30. It's almost 12. So yeah, I got about 40 minutes to kill. But I'd rather be here than somewhere else. And I decided to dress up a little bit. Makes me feel better when I take the test. I mean, come on. This is going to be your first day as a real estate agent. After you go in there and you come out, you might as well look the part. So, wear your best. And let's do this. All right. A couple of things I was going to say before I go in there and take the test. I brought, for the way back, beef jerky. And then beforehand, I brought a Chameleon cold brew espresso. They say caffeine, get your brain going, get you thinking the best. That's what I'm going to do. I opted not to eat. Normally, I don't eat until about 2 o'clock anyway, except for my days off. Anyone else ever have this? Like during the week, you're fine doing intermittent fasting, but when you're at work, when you're your day off, that it hits like 10 o'clock and you're like starving. You're like, we do this every day. And then except for the weekends, I don't know. Anyway, today's the day off. I'm starving right now. I don't know what to think. My stomach is all over the place. That's what's happening right now. So, yeah. So I didn't eat. Just going to go in there. I just come out hungry. I feel like if I ate, it would slow me down. So I'm not going to eat. Go in there, do this test. It's got 3 hours. So to take this test, 3 hours and 15 minutes to be precise. And so that'd be 4:15 if I've done my math right. When I come out, and I'll be pretty hungry by then. So it's either celebrate or cry. So I've done a lot of studying for this. It took me about 5 months, 3 months to pass the test, then a month to wait to be able to take the test, then another month because I sent my test in, and where I got my real estate test certificate in California, they added some different digits to it, and I had to go get that test and then resend it in, and it took 30 more days. So here I am 5 months later, ready to take this test. Let's get in there and let's do this. All right, I am back from my test. Let me tell you a couple things about it so you know. I ended up parking. I had to move my car because I parked right in front of the building, and you have to park on a special rooftop, which probably says on this piece of paper that says parking permit and tells you the address of the place. But it's not. It does say where it's located, but anyway, they pointed out, and then I had to move my car. Plus, I didn't have the form that I needed to have my name and that you need a sign-in date and your ID. I'll give you a checklist of what you need and what you should bring when you go in. And let me tell you, it's not much. When you go in there, don't bring pencil, don't bring paper, don't bring your cell phone, don't bring your wallet, don't bring your keys. If you do, that's fine. They have a locker that's provided. You put in there just like you're going to a swimming pool. You take it out, you put in a code, and you take out this little fob that tells you, hang around your wrist, that tells you your locker number. And so you get that, and you put everything in there. And then I even had to take off my Fitbit. You cannot wear a Fitbit. So you get in there, and you can't go into the room until 30 minutes prior. They do not even allow you in the door until then. And we get in there, and you take the test, and it's kind of like an old school Microsoft Word test where it's just, it's very basic. They gave you a mouse, and you take the mouse with your license, and you put it at the top of your desk. It's like the number of your desk, and you put your little keychain thingy there next to your license, and you take the test. It's 150 questions. You get 3 hours and 15 minutes to take it. And like I was saying, it's like an old school Microsoft DOS, just very basic test. It's like they haven't changed it. In California, there was only one math problem, which I was seriously concerned about the math and what it was going to be like, and I was relieved to find out there was only one math problem. A lot of the questions kind of tricked me up. Some of them I thought I knew, like I was ready for some, and then it wasn't on there, and then others were like worded to see if you knew, and you're like, well, I know it this way, but then it's worded this other way, so and you get that thing where you just like can't figure out which one it is. And then also I was in there, and the guy next to me was like a loud breather. I don't know if you've taken a test next to loud breathers, but it's the worst. Me, I'm easily distracted. When I was taking my SATs in high school, everyone who dropped a pencil or sniffled, it's like you hear everything. I had to put my finger over my ear so I could read the questions and just concentrate. This guy was just breathing like he just went for a run, and then was just like right beside me. I'm like, I gotta concentrate on this test. I did ask afterward if I take the test again that you can ask for earplugs, or if not, they could even, I think, move you to a different room that just has the test. So I did the test. As you can see, I felt like I'm a little shaky from what I just did. When you walk out of there, they tell you to get your stuff out of your locker. You get that, then you go up to the guy, and then he's like, all right. And he does, like, he gives you your paper and he puts a little staple on it, and then he gives it to you, and then he tells you not to open it until you leave the room, until you get outside the building. He said if anyone asks you to open it with them, tell them no. So that's what I got right here. I got the results of my test to see how it goes. You ready for me to open it? Let's do it! Alright, here I am. I'm going to open this right now. We're going to see what it says. I tried everything I could to make the best I could of it. To make the best test. Promise you're still going to love me no matter what I make. Man, what a bang! Open it up right here. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. It's not on the first sheet. I'm not even looking at it. I'm looking at you. Here we go. Here we go. I think, yep, it's not there. Okay, so here's what it says. It says, we regret to inform you that you did not receive a passing score in your real estate salesperson examination test taken on August 8th. A minimum overall score of 70% is necessary to pass the exam. You obtained an overall score of 66%. I barely missed it. Well, says you may reapply to take the examination. Fill out this form and return it with a required fee of $60. So that was that. I gotta reapply. Back to the drawing board. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Okay, I'm here at the real estate exam office in California in One Center Point Drive. Just took the exam. Just went in there and took the exam. This exam, I felt like it didn't have a lot of the questions that were on my prep course. I took two different prep courses, one from Real Estate Express and the other from Prep Master. And they had a lot of questions, it seemed like, from the outside of the real estate, you know, like this question did have like the fair housing law, and it really centered on a lot of the realtor, buyer, seller, broker, transactional methods. It's really what it focused on the majority of the time. If you know that part, you'll pass. Put everything on studying those. It didn't ask anything like avulsion or accretion, or like it did have a couple of block busting and, you know, questions, you know, and it was really about the honesty, about if a seller and a buyer, who can break contract, who's who's the obligatory, what do you, you know, would you still owe money if someone died, you know, would they still have to go through with a contract? It was really about those questions. So when you go in, make sure you study questions about that more so than, I can't even think of it right now. I went through so many different questions. So But long story short, I went in there and took it, and I have my results that I did here. So September 10th, 2019, it says, congratulations, you have successfully passed your real estate salesperson license examination. Woo! I passed my exam. I'm a licensed real estate agent in the state of California. I can't believe it. So much preparation and months of just taking the test. I also had my test pushed back an extra month because something between Real Estate Express and the state of California, some sort of number they had to solve, and then I had to resend in my forms, which took an extra 30 days for me to be able to schedule my exam. So it took longer than expected. It's been a very long haul in getting to this point. Well worth it. I am going to celebrate right now. I know this is a small milestone in the journey that I'm on, but I'm going to celebrate each one of those. And this one, I'm going to start with this one and then prepare for the next one up and coming. I thank you so much for being there for me, being by my side, watching me with this. And this is day one, September 10th, 2019. I'm a real estate agent. Thank you so much. Boom, right there. That's my license. State of California, John Michael Wilson. Boom. Yay! Woo!